Alright, for my second video here, I'm going to give you a rundown of two of my fire kits. Fire Steel here, from firesteel.com. I would actually suggest buying one of these, either from firesteel.com or from some other place, because you can get these from one of these if you just take a hammer and knock it off, but it does not create the kind of sparks that these do. Not at all. Not even close. I mean, you can throw sparks probably 10 foot with this thing if you get good enough. Alright. Fat wood I always keep. Actually, whenever I go out and light my fire pit, about 50% of the time I use fat wood. And that. I've tested these. I mean, it takes one spark and they go up. Cotton swabs, very good. I do have a bottle with cotton swabs that have petroleum jelly on them. Those work very, very well. You just have to sort of pick them apart a little bit in order to get the spark going, but they'll burn for like 5 minutes. Char cloth. This was actually given to me by a member on one of the forums that I frequent. His name is Mac. Also the large sisal twine here, he gave me that. It was in a bag. Let's see. And the second one here, I have a lighter. And more of the same from the first one. But I actually get my own fat wood, and then I cut it down into smaller ones. See here, they're fine shavings. They go up pretty well, especially with a lighter. Just light it once, it's like lighting a match. I have some thicker ones here. Basically, it's just spare. I usually make that into that after a while. This one here, I actually have some really, really fine shavings, and that stuff takes a spark really well. Normally, you want to get this stuff probably as fine as possible in order to use this on it. It's a lot easier than trying to light a big one, but sometimes it'll work. But anyway, those are the two. I actually have a third one, but I can't seem to find it yet. Alright, and the candle is good for light, or to keep a heat source on like really, really wet wood to try to burn it out, or at least, get it dry enough to start a fire. Normally the fat wood would work just as well. And a roll of sisal twine here that I usually stick right there. Yeah, my other one, I have a bunker fire steel, and I think it's huge, and it'll last forever. I actually have a fire steel in my Mora too, which is probably going to be my next video. Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, that's all it takes to start fire. It's actually, taught my boy how to do it, and he likes starting fires with the fire steel now too, so gotta keep an eye on that, huh? Alright. Like I said, these will spark. They're cheap. They'll last a long time, but, spend, an extra $2 or $3 and get a good one. Even if it's a small one like this, they'll last forever too.